Hello everyone! Today we're going to be talking about what the GMAT is and how it's formatted. The GMAT consists of 4 sections: quantitative reasoning, also known as Quant, verbal reasoning, integrated reasoning, and the AWA, or writing assessment. But not all of these sections have equal importance. The first section, Quant, consists of 31 questions in 62 minutes, so that's an average of 2 minutes per question, and scoring goes from 6 to 51. And you'll get roughly half and half of 2 different question types: data sufficiency and problem solving. The next section is verbal. It's a little bit longer than Quant, so you have 36 questions in 65 minutes. That gives you a little bit less than 2 minutes per question. Scoring is the same, and in this case you have 3 different question types. For critical reasoning and sentence correction, there will be 1 question each. However, for reading comprehension, there will be multiple questions. The third section is integrated reasoning. There's 12 questions to be answered in 30 minutes. Scoring is between 1 and 8. And it's kind of a mix between quant and verbal. So you'll be given some graphic representation of data, as in a chart or graph. And then you'll be given a paragraph that tells you all about that information. And you'll be asked multiple questions. If you don't get all of the questions right, you don't get credit for that question. The last section is the writing assessment. There's 1 question to be written in 30 minutes. Scoring is between 0 and 6. And they're looking for a well-organized, well-written, and well-reasoned response. Now, not all of these sections are created equal. Some of them are much more important than others. So, the composite score. This is the score that everybody cares about. They say, oh, I got a 600, a 650, 700, or maybe even a 770. And it is calculated only using the quant and verbal sections. And that's why this course only focuses on those 2 sections, because they are way more important than the other 2. Now, the exam is a computer adaptive test. And what this means is that as you're taking the test, the algorithm will analyze your performance, basically whether you're getting questions right or wrong, and then it will choose your next question based on your performance up to that point. It's basically trying to guess continuously what your final score would be. So what this means is that 2 people taking the same GMAT test in the same test center at the same time will not get the same questions. Basically what happens is that if you start getting questions right, you'll get harder and harder questions. And if you start getting questions wrong, then you will get easier and easier questions. What this also means is that you can't skip questions and return to them later. So if you get to a question that is extremely difficult, you may decide just to randomly guess and save that time for later questions. So that's a general introduction to the GMAT exam. See you at the next lecture.